What's going on, guys? Broken Prophet here. Welcome back to the vlog here. It's hoping you guys are having an amazing Wednesday, right? Hoodoo, hump day, whatever you want to call it. Whatever we called it this morning during the live stream. And speaking of live streams, it seems like forever since we've been out here, right? Out here doing this, filming content, answering questions. Yeah, I mean, I admit it, I have gone like down the live stream bug. I've gone down the live stream, I guess, rabbit hole. What's wrong with this cat? I forgot how many outtakes it takes to actually film a video. But, I've gone down the live stream content creator thing where, you just want to create live streams because it's fun. Interacting with you guys is in real time is fun. It's exhilarating, but this is where it all began. So this is where we need to be. Now, I'm not saying I'll never live stream again. Absolutely not. I've got a schedule to keep. But I think, like with all things, especially Hoodoo, the key is balance. And so that's what we're going back to. And since this is our inaugural restream, let's get back to the basics. And y'all know what the basics is. It's October 1st. And no, yes, we're doing Spooky Scary Saturdays on Kick. But this is cuffing season. So how about we do an old-fashioned cuffing season love spell video? Let's get into it. Star of this video is going to be Catnip. Okay, now we're going to use a few other things, but Catnip is going to be the main actor in this because, as you guys have heard me say a lot of times, if you bathe in catnip, it will give you courage. If you feel like overly anxious about something, or you feel like you need to be a little bit strong or have nerves, you need to make a decision or leave a situation or even enter into a situation, you can bathe in catnip. Just add catnip to a bath and soak in it, and you'll feel yourself feeling like emotionally, mentally, and spiritually stronger. Catnip is great for that. But catnip is also good for love spells. For instance, you guys have often heard me say that, and sorry if the microphone is clanging around, that if you sprinkle coriander around the room, or the bedroom, well, you and your partner will have a wonderful night, if you know what I mean. But if you add catnip and coriander to a beverage, and the two of you drink that beverage together, well, it'll lead you to that bedroom working. Because that's the thing, there are workings that we're like, okay, yeah, put this in the bedroom, but you trying to get to the bedroom. So put little catnip and a little coriander in a beverage. Now, this is meant to simulate an adult beverage, but this is Kool-Aid. Y'all know I don't drink anymore. And what you'll do is you'll put, and there's no recipe, just put a little bit of coriander, a little bit of catnip. Try to resist the urge to add more is more, because you don't want them to taste it, because coriander has a flavor. So you don't want them to taste it. Just, like 2 or 3 little seeds and a couple of pinches of catnip in a full bottle of adult beverage. And if you don't drink either, that's fine. It could be Kool-Aid just like mine. Just serve it chilled. And what you're going to do is you're going to pour theirs for them, because you're a good host. Good host pours the drink for them. And then you're going to very quickly and softly recite Isaiah 55:11, so that your breath hits the glass. So shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall accomplish all the which I have said, and it shall not return unto me void. And the word that goes out of my mouth is that such and such, blase, blase, Joe Blow, Jane Doe, is now falling for me. And then you give it to them. As they consume that beverage, that was some good Kool-Aid. As they consume that beverage, as when you consume, you get that little bloom of warmth. Well, that bloom of warmth is going to go up, but it's going to go down as well. And that will lead to, even if it doesn't lead to the bedroom, because maybe you're not trying to move that fast, it will lead to more calls, more texts. And even if it's just a friendly encounter, it will lead to them thinking of you in a more than friendly manner. That's working number 1. Okay, working number 2 is using the same ingredients. Now listen, don't make this harder than it has to be, and it does not have to be hard at all. See, the marketeers want to make things seem overly complicated, because if they complicate things, then you won't do them. You'll instead ask if you can pay them to do them. Just have faith in the work, faith in your ancestors, and faith in yourself. I know it seems hard, but I promise you it is not. The next working, all you need is a little bag. I don't mind these. If you don't have one, then get you a little scrap of cloth and just tie it up. You'll see why in a minute. Because you're going to put 3 pinches of catnip in there. You're going to put 3 pinches of rose petals, 3 pinches of coriander, and only two balm of Gilead buds. Now the balm of Gilead buds, you got to be careful with them. Not careful as in dangerous, but you want to pay attention to what you're doing. So take a look. Because the balm of Gilead buds are going to stand in for you and another person. And so you see, these are balm of Gilead buds. If you've been on my video, you've seen them before. Okay. And so what you'll do is you'll tap one on, balm of Gilead buds are pointed. They have a pointy end and they have a flat end, kind of like a nail. So you're going to point the flat end 3 times, name the Father and the Son, the Holy Spirit. I name you, and then you give it your name, Lou. Then the other one, do the same thing. I name the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. I name you, Gen H 3131. And then those will go into the bag. And you're going to carry this bag with you whenever you're going to be around that person, and that will attract them to you. Now, this works if that person only sees you as a friend or coworker or associate to draw them in, but that also works if you guys have had an argument and they don't want to be around you anymore, but like y'all live in the same house, it'll get them talking. Now, if you guys have broken up and you want to reestablish contact, then put their name in that bag and carry that bag with you closely all the time in your pocket. Ladies, you can put it in your brassiere if you want, but somewhere close, and it will draw them back. Now, I know you guys are like, well, what if I just want love? I don't have a particular person in mind. Perfect. All you got to do at this point is write the qualities and the characteristics of a person that you desire, even down to how you want them to look, and then put it in there. Now, fellas, we got to be realistic. Now, you can't say you want you a perfect 10 and you in your mama's basement. You gotta bring something to it, ladies, y'all too. Okay, you gotta be realistic. But it's not saying they won't come. That perfect 10 will absolutely come. It may take them a while to get to you. No matter what it is you desire, people, there's 8 billion people out here. They're coming. It's just going to take, some things will take longer than others, but they will be on the way. Okay, that's working number 2. The last working is actually kind of like the first thing we talked about, how you can use catnip to boost your courage. Because some of us, a person can be flirting with us, giving us all the signals, and we just can't pull the trigger. I'm painfully shy. I know. Y'all don't believe it. Nobody ever does. I'm painfully shy. So sometimes I got to do a little work to get out of my own head. So when it comes to love situations, or asking a person out, or accepting a person's advances, because sometimes because of past experiences and past memories, it's hard for us to give in and allow ourselves to love and allow ourselves to be loved. And if that is you, you're going to want this. So you take the catnip, because remember, bathing in catnip will give you confidence. Well, this will help boost that. You take some catnip and you put it inside of, I like to use a little loose tea bag, a loose tea leaf holder, like that. Okay, and of course you got to put it in the cup. One of my viewers sent me this, said this might be whiskey. Back then it probably was. Not anymore though. Are you gonna make some tea? Now, there's no particular time. I like to do it till it gets some color. A few minutes is really all it takes. Catnip tea doesn't take any longer than any regular tea, but here's the key. You want to sweeten it with honey. I know. You guys know how I feel about honey, but y'all be using honey all wrong in the wrong instances. And you sweeten it to taste with honey, but you kind of want it on the sweet side. And you're going to pray the 23rd Psalm. And once you're done with that, slowly sip the tea and imagine that person that you are inside your own head when nobody's around, when there's no pressure, when you have time to think, time to feel, time to dream. That person that you always want to be. And sometimes I'm like, I think about that person that Noonie and Wreck-It Ralph feel that I am, And then as you sip that tea, the lines will be blurred. The 2 different timelines in the multiverse will merge together, and you will be that person, not the shy one, not the reserved one, you know, but the assertive, confident one. Some of y'all won't be the mean one, but you'll be the nice person that it takes to be loved. Rule number one of love work: if you want to be loved, be lovable. Stop being all mean and hateful. And then it's very herbal, but you sipping for work, not for taste. And when you get it all down, rinse the cup off, fill it back up with water, and pour the water outside your front door. Okay? And this will give you courage, confidence. It'll help to do away with whatever hurdle you have that stop you from accepting or seeking love. So there you go. 3 different workings with 1 herb. Okay? So thank you so much. And if y'all like this video, make sure y'all thumbs up, thumbs down, leave me a comment. Make sure you subscribe, share the video to your witchy friends, because tis the season, October 1st. And wait till y'all see what I got in store for y'all tomorrow. Profit out.